That was a mistake. So, this is part Willy Wonka tonight and part Dante. Dante's, you want Dante right?
Dante's Inferno.
Exactly. Welcome to hell. Please ignore the painting of the apostles and the Blessed Mother. We just can't take it down.
Yeah, the rat.
All right. So the Chocolate Factory has 3 levels today, and the first level we're talking about is hell. So first of all, we're going to set this up like a stereotypic image of hell, right? We have it's hot, there's things you can't eat, and there's flames, and it's kind of a red theme. When you were kids growing up, didn't you all imagine that hell would kind of be like this big fiery thing? Yeah. How do you picture hell now? Do you have any? What is your picture in hell?
A lot different than what I was when I was 5.
How do you picture hell? Anybody? Yeah.
Absence of God.
Absence of God. What would that feel like or look like?
Pretty lonely and dark.
Pretty lonely and dark. All right.
Rat in the middle. No fire.
No fire.
Completely dark.
Completely dark.
Avoid.
Avoid? Oh, not like avoid, but a void, an empty. Good advice. I'm thinking I'm all for that. All right. Avoid. All right. One of our mystics had a vision of hell, and it was this huge banquet and all this great food. We were all around it on big long tables, but we had very short forks and arms with no elbows. So we can see it all there, but you just can't get to it. Right. What the church says, the church reminds us that hell is really not a place. It's not a geographical location. We don't take a left turn at Mercury and go to hell, right? Right. Hell is a term that is much more relational. In other words, hell is the way we describe, it's an image, the way we describe the pain we're in when we are separated from God. God doesn't punish anyone. God doesn't put anybody in hell to punish them. Hell is not a punishment. Hell is the relationship we get that God sadly accepts that we choose when we choose to be away from God. So hell, God doesn't say, all right, I'm angry at you, so I'm putting you in timeout. No. Your parents, yes. God, no. Hell is the relationship we're in when we choose to be outside our relationship with God. Now, why would anybody choose that? At some point you think, well, nobody would. But at another level, we kind of choose it all the time ourselves, don't we? We choose to be not in love. We choose to be not forgiving. We choose to be not compassionate, not generous. All those, when we know we've done that, we feel that kind of isolation of knowing we haven't done what's right, or when we've moved away from somebody. That's a little glimpse, just a little taste of hell, of the separation that God will let us choose. But hell's not like a free choice. Hell's a free choice, but God built us for heaven, right? God built us to be relationship people in love, people who talk to each other, people who forgive each other. And so our hard wirings all set for heaven. But we're still free. And God will sadly accept our decisions to not choose to be in a relationship. Like God does when He lets us sin, when we choose that. In little and in big ways. The trouble is, the little ways can build up on each other. Like, the first time, like, you smart off to your parents, it's really